Hey guys, Tyraku here, back again inside the free-to-play account. The brand new free-to-play account. Why are we getting these offers? Raid, you should know we're free-to-play. We got F2P in our name. Stop showing me offers. But alright, so this is part 4, I believe, day number 3. So on day number 3, you do get the new player reward of gloves. Now these gloves should be crit rate gloves. I actually haven't looked at them yet, but this should be a massive jump for our Kale. Now, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm recording this video. So in a few hours, we're actually gonna get the next day of login rewards, which will complete our lifesteal set for our starter champion, which is very, very helpful. Now, the thing I was dreading to check, okay, guys, this is super important. I got 2 hours left on my experience banner. If you've been watching and following along in this series, you'll know that I ran out of it yesterday. Now, if this was just a regular account, that's not a big deal. But since this is a free-to-play account, running out of experience boost is pretty terrible. Now, we do get quite a few as we progress, but still, I really don't want to run out of that. So this is a fresh login. This is day 3, very fresh login. So what I want to do today is I want to focus on getting all these daily rewards, daily quests done, because like I said, in a few hours it's going to reset. So obviously whenever you log in, if it's a few hours before reset, focus on getting these dailies done. All right, even if it's not necessarily progressing you in your missions. I know I said that missions are the main thing you want to focus on, missions and challenges, but if it comes down to one or the other, focus on getting this done. This will help with the missions. Either way, you really want to make sure you get this done, because you will get this experience banner at the end of the completion of everything 5 times. So we're definitely going to get this done. I don't want to claim this just yet, and this is a decent tip for a lot of people. You don't have to claim these instantly. I mean, we have 3 more days until we have to claim this. So let's save up these energy potions. We have plenty of energy right now, no reason to fill it back up. Plus, if we wait a few levels, we'll get even better value for that energy refill. So what I'm going to focus on today is I want to go in here. I keep clicking this as if something new is going to pop up. I don't know what I'm thinking, honestly. But I'm going to go in here. I'm going to finish up these dailies. I'm going to go into the missions, and I'm going to focus on this. I know yesterday I said that I was going to wait to do this Arcane keep. I'm going to go ahead and do the first stage. I did cheat a little bit, and outside of the video, I'm going to try to keep most of the content inside the video, or at least say what I'm going to do. But after I ended the video yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and clear all this. I literally just took Kale and War Priest, just those 2 champions by themselves. Went through it, no problem. There was absolutely 0 challenge there whatsoever. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's do Arcane Keep Stage 1. As you can see, we have 5 days left in there. So what I said in the very first video, I believe I'd said I want to do that until we have like 2 days left or so. And then at that point, maybe even 3 days, I don't know. We'll do somewhere around there, but we're not going to do it just yet. We're not going to spend time farming anything. But then when we have a few days left, we'll go in there and we'll really focus on just blowing through as many of those keeps as possible. We may go into the magic keep and do a little bit inside there, just so I can get Kale ascended, because he does get a modifier to his abilities when he is ascended. But right now, we only have to complete the first stage here. I really want to focus right now on getting Kale to 5-star, level 50 as soon as possible. Now, once I finish this, I need to actually go in there and accept all the new applications for the clan that we have received. By the way, guys, if anybody wants to apply to the clan is the Coliseum. I'll show you how to spell it in just a few seconds. F2P, so free to play. But join that. You don't have to be a free-to-play player. You can spend money. But the idea of it is that we do have an event-like type thing going on in the clan, which is not the clan, the Discord, which you can check that out in the description down below, or the top pinned comment. Maybe I leave it, maybe I don't. But either way, it is in the description. So check that out. It's all for fun. We're just progressing together, kind of see who does it the quickest. I'm probably not going to be winning that, because for whatever reason, I've been moving. I haven't been able to log in this account very much. I want to keep most of the content on the YouTube side of things and make sure we're actually recording it, so I don't play much outside this video. But the clan, we are at 10 people out of 30. I'm about to accept a few more people. Let's see if anybody has. This guy's a little bit too high. Well, what the heck? Hey, Apophis free to play. I assume you just checked out the video, and perfect timing, dude. That's a little creepy, actually. I'm not actually streaming, so that was really weird timing, dude. Nice. I love that. All right, so Let's go ahead and reject this guy. Just if this is somebody watching the video, let me know and I'll accept you. But your player power is pretty, we have a few people on the Twitch side of things who said they wanted to join and they had higher player power. I don't really want to get rid of them, you know. I don't really want to decline it, but I don't want to be holding people back, you know. Like, I don't want people to be sandbagging or stuff like that. I don't want to be holding people back. Like, they could be progressing, but the free to play, this clan is not going to be for them. They're probably going to be needing a clan doing a lot more damage. Now, this clan, we will be doing easy very soon. Killing it, I haven't focused at all on the clan boss guys. We're going to get into that later on in the series. Maybe I'd say in 2 days or so. Once Kale starts getting up a little bit higher, we're going to take him in there and he's just going to do work on the clan boss guys. And you're going to see us going from not doing any damage here to, you know, being the top of the damage for sure. Zesty, he's some tough competition, but we're going to catch up. Let's see, his Kale is 5 stars. Okay, so he's been putting in the work. He also pulled Lua yesterday, so he's going to be ahead, I think. He's going to be doing pretty good. Now we have all these. Upgrade 3 artifacts level 4. We're going to bust through that. Like I said, we're going to focus on the missions. Okay, so let me stay focused. Yesterday, we did put some rare books into Kale. I went over this. Now, I should have looked ahead of my missions to see if there's anything that's coming up that I need to use these rare books for. But I'm going to use that now. So we're gonna get Kale fully booked. I didn't jump into what the books actually do and how important they actually are. So each ability, the skill tomes, they're random. They select random, which kind of sucks. They can go to damage or they can go into any of these. They can go into any of these 3 abilities, and obviously they work from the top to bottom. You don't randomly get one of these added, so it's going to be random as to which one they fall into, and then level it up till it gets to max level. Now for Kale, we really want this ability to be booked because not only do we get a buff/debuff chance to increase, so like his chance to actually place these poisons will increase, but the cooldown actually decreases. So instead of 5 turns, it'll be 4 turns. This is all damage, which is great, but we really don't need that. We really want chance to apply these debuffs as well as the cooldown to be reduced. So ideally, he would have gotten this fully booked first, but rare books are super easy to come by, so I'm not worried at all about that. I do want to equip those pair of gloves. So, you know, let's go ahead and do that. I think we got a few missions to like fully upgrade things to level 4 with the challenges. So I'm gonna look at the missions, I'm gonna look at the challenges. We're gonna try to focus on doing a lot of that today. It's not gonna be a whole lot of crazy stuff, and then I'm gonna get into like what I want to focus on in the next video. Get a referral link. Okay, this is a part that people get stuck on a lot as well. Okay, so you don't actually have to send a referral link to anybody. You literally just have to go to referral program, get referral link, boom, it's done. Okay. So you don't actually have to have friends. I know a lot of us guys, we don't have friends. I've never sent a referral link. Well, I did to my dad, but as far as friends, nah. Your friends don't want to play, so don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. If you can get a referral link, actually send it to somebody, awesome. Little inside secret, a lot of people just send them to themselves, but and then work on the accounts as an alt account. But hey, you didn't hear that here, which I think Raid's okay with that. You're just not allowed to have, I think, over 5 accounts. Fight in the classic arena 3 times, so let's go fight in the arena, guys. Let's go mess up some people. Now, this is going to be bad because obviously our Kale is low level. Okay, he's level 20. I mean, what's he going to do at level 20? Let's see. Boom. Not much. So we don't have an arena team built yet, but arena is not my focus whatsoever. Eventually, Kale's going to be hitting so hard that these people in the arena are just going to get absolutely destroyed. Now, I do have those pair of gloves on Kale, but it doesn't complete the lifesteal set. So you need 4 pieces to complete the lifesteal set. So technically those gloves aren't really doing very much for me. They're actually not doing anything other than giving me some extra crit rate, which we definitely need on Kale, but he's not really close enough to 100% just yet for that to be a huge impact, I don't think. He's going to be doing pretty good damage though. We will take those gloves to level 16 though. Those gloves are definitely 100% worth the upgrade, okay? So all these first 7-day player rewards or whatever that you get, every single one of those are worth taking to level 16 in my opinion, especially if you're not going to be spending any money more on the gear packs. Now, if you're going to be buying the gear packs, you probably don't need to upgrade those new player rewards to level 16, but all the pieces are worth it. And in my opinion, the bottom pieces are most worth it, okay? So the top row pieces of gear, you have weapon that has attack percent or flat attack. You have a helmet with flat HP and a shield with flat defense. Now, like I said in the previous series, flat stats are very, very good for all low-level players. So like when you're upgrading this, you're going to get more benefit than if you had a percentage piece down here. But as they scale up with your level, if it's a percent stat like this, once I hit like level 50, this is gonna start doing better than a flat attack chest would do. So I am willing to take all these pieces to level 16. Now I don't want to rush it just yet, because like we've seen with the missions before, we will have something down here that says like, hey, or a challenge that says, hey, upgrade a piece of gear to 16 or something like that. So let's not invest too much silver in that just yet. So we'll just wait on that for a little bit. Now you'll see our next mission. I keep getting a little bit ahead of myself. I read these missions as if you guys know what I'm doing, and you can't read my mind, I don't think. Maybe some of you can, but for those who cannot read my mind, this says unlock a mastery for any champion, okay? And if you select go, this should show you kind of where you need to go to. Now, you may have seen that we did get some mastery scrolls from the last mission we finished, but if you don't have them scrolls, you can earn it from the Minotaur's Keep. Or the Minotaur's Labyrinth, or whatever it's called. Don't farm the Minotaur, though. It's not worth it whatsoever. Now, these two masteries I just got for Kale, this one is increasing his accuracy, which is going to help him land his debuffs. We'll get in more on that whenever we start going into the clan boss later on. And this increased crit rate is just going to help him get closer to that goal crit rate percent that we want to get to, which is going to help his damage out so much. Now, we did get some rings as well from the daily login rewards. If you're progressing along and you've went through a lot of stuff like the first day or so, you may not have these rings. That's just because on the day 3 of login, you get the rings. So we're going to use that. Like I said, I was just talking about the Minotaur's Labyrinth. I don't know how you say it, guys. Don't worry about it. So we're just going to throw some champions in here. We're going to run through this. We're going to do stage 1. I'm not going to go in here and farm. And actually, I don't recommend... Actually, not only do I not recommend, but I strongly go against farming anything under level 15 of the Minotaur to get your champion's masteries like fully done. Maybe if you want it like the first row or 2 of your masteries, maybe there's an argument for that. But the best way by far for your first champion to get their masteries is to buy them. Now, I'll be doing that later on in this series, but I will show you guys how you can buy your masteries. If you know you've went ahead, you've spent a little bit of money in the game, you have the 800 gems it takes to buy your masteries, I will show you how to go ahead and do that. So once we finish this, I will do that. Sorry, I got a text from something related to business, but that's fine. We'll check that later on. We're doing something a little more important right now. Hopefully they paid the invoice. I'm hoping so. So I was saying about buying the masteries. You can go in here, masteries, click this, click wherever you want, get all scrolls, pay 800 gems, and it will unlock everything. Now, the two sides of this is one, if you click that and you have every single scroll except for one, it costs 800 gems. If you have absolutely 0 scrolls, it costs 800 gems. So you don't get a discount. It's a flat rate no matter what. Keep that in mind. That's another reason why I say don't farm Minotaur at all, other than doing the missions. Now, why did I not do this? Got to do it 2 times. All right, so let's go back in here. And while we're doing this, let's pull out the phone and see if this was a good text or bad text. Okay, well, that was a text. Wasn't even anything that I'm really worried about. It wasn't, hey, I paid the invoice, let's get to work. It was a question, so we'll have to answer that after this video. By the way, guys, if you're in the stream, so if you ever watch the Twitch stream, you probably see me drinking SodaStream. It's actually really good. Now, this isn't a plug, not a promotional video or anything, not a sponsored video. However, if SodaStream wanted to sponsor me, I wouldn't be against that, because it's actually pretty good. For a while, I was getting just energy drinks every day. It's expensive. So I bought the SodaStream, carbonation, and now I can save that money and invest into raid packs on my non-free-to-play account. It's a win-win for everybody. So I probably should have taken Kale through that by himself, honestly, because we just got... That's another thing, guys. I didn't point that out. Whenever you run the Minotaur, whenever you do that stage and you have, say, 5 champions or whatever, the scrolls are... You get, like, say you get a stack of 3 scrolls, okay? It's sent to one champion at random. So if you have only one champion in there, obviously only one champion can get those scrolls, and that champion gets all of those scrolls. Now, if you have 5 champions, that stack of 3 scrolls may go to the champion you don't want it to go to. It always goes to one champion, but it is always random. So unless the champion already has their masteries finished. If the masteries are already finished, then that champion can't get any more scrolls, so then they go to a different champion. Win one of each life artifact from clearing Carrot Castle stages of normal. See, this is weird. Like, this is what I was talking about having to go back, guys. We should have worked on these missions a little bit differently, but now this is saying to win one of each life artifact clearing Carrot Castle on normal. All right, we already did this. Right, we already did this on the challenges. It's very weird how Raid makes us have to go back, and even if we would have progressed through these missions only, we still would have had to go back and do this at a weird time. So just imagine if we would have already completed all the campaign. We would have been like, what the heck? We're on chapter 12 now, but we're having to go back and do chapter 1. Like, what does this make sense? I think Raid does need to make a little bit of tweaks to their missions. They are a little bit weird sometimes, but as far as giving you your resources to really let you progress through the game, the missions do work very well. I know I said you have a ton of energy when you first start because of how quickly you level up, but those extra 25, 50 energy, whatever it may be, from your missions and challenges really do help out quite a bit. Now we want to make sure on each of these stages we're actually getting a piece of gear. I mean, you can see right there we got a shard, we had to rerun it. Hopefully we get a piece of gear here. It is pretty easy to get the gear. It drops pretty frequently, so hopefully we get it there. We're going to sell all of it. It's all common gear, low star, common gear, life set. Doesn't interest me at all. So we're going to run through this, get all this done. We're going to go back into the missions, see what we can focus on, and then kind of lay out a plan for the next few parts of this series. And I'll let you guys know what I'll probably end up doing is letting you guys kind of know what I'm gonna be working on. So some these first parts, they're pretty easy to go through, but then some of these challenges and missions down the road may take a little bit more time to work on. So instead of making that a 40-minute YouTube video, I may just say, hey, this is what I'm gonna be working on between now and the next part of this video, next series. So you guys don't have to sit through 40 minutes of me grinding Sewers of Arnok to get a 3-star piece of gear with attack percentage on it, because while that may be fun, that would be a very long video. Literally, last time I did that on my other free-to-play account, I set the multi-battles. Well, I guess it wasn't a free-to-play account. No, it wasn't a free-to-play account, because I bought the 100 multi-battles from the Raid Pass, and I set the multi-battles to 50. It would come back, and I still wouldn't have the artifact that I needed for that mission or for the challenge. Oh my gosh, this is a long grind. At that point, that point I kind of understand, while a lot of players are like, I'll just come back to this later on. These challenges aren't too great. At that point, I do kind of understand. But the thing is though, is right after those difficult challenges, the next ones are very, very helpful, because you're doing stages and you're able to do stages like the speed stage, where you're actually getting gear that you will be using, and you'll be using at that point of the game. But if you completely forget the challenges and just move past it, then later on in the game you don't really use those sets as much, because you'll be farming Dragon Stage 20, so on and so forth. Equip another champion with 6 life artifacts. Now this other champion doesn't have to be a support type champion, so we'll go ahead and throw it on Pounder. Now this is not a champion we want to use life artifacts necessarily on, but we will go ahead and do this. It doesn't really matter too much what the pieces are. We just want to complete the quest. Technically, if we could equip lower star pieces, we will. It is a little bit cheaper, I believe. With silver, not a huge deal though. Equip a rare attack type champion with 6 offense artifacts of level 8 or higher. Now this is a little bit, this is kind of why I was like, well, maybe we shouldn't equip Kale with all this lifesteal stuff, because now we gotta go through here and level all these up to level 8, as well as equip him fully with offense artifacts. So this is a part where it's they're wanting you to gear a champion a certain way, when it may actually not be the best way to actually gear the champion. Luckily, these offense artifacts we're leveling up are pretty good. So if you're looking at this and man, why is this not being complete? Make sure you actually have the right set on there, because even if you have pieces down here that level 8, if they're not offense, they're not offense sets on an attack type champion, they're not gonna work. So, and sometimes Raid's a little bit weird about the levels. If you already have something leveled to level 8 and it's already on the champion, I've noticed it's a little bit weird. It doesn't actually register it, and sometimes you have to take it up to level 9. Maybe I'm just mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that happen a few times, which has really confused me. And I know if you're a new player, beginning, it's gonna really stump you, because you're okay, I have the rare champion Kale. Whichever starter you have is always going to be rare. They're always going to be attack based. So those two parts check out. As long as you have offense sets on there and they're level 8, you should be good. And then if it's already level 8 and it's not working, take it up to level 9. It should work. That's another thing. This is another mission that I've seen a lot of people get confused on, is these upgrading missions parts, because people may not have the full offense sets, so on and so forth. There's a lot of little things that people misread. Like, you know, when you're excited and going through the game, you don't read all the little fine details and things, and you just overread stuff. Very simple mistakes, very easy to make, and then you end up like, well, crap, I can't progress. Maybe I shouldn't actually do the missions, and then you're all just all out of whack, guys. We don't want that to happen. All right, we don't want that to happen. Go ahead and do this mission. Earn 3 stars on every stage. See, this is Sewers of Arnok right after, I don't know. Win one of each type of offense artifact from clearing state Sewers of Arnok. We'll go ahead and do this. I guess we're going to be going through those a decent amount. So let me go ahead and give you guys a breakdown of what I'm going to be working on outside this video. A lot of these missions should be pretty easy to just finish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and upgrade 3 artifacts level 4. I'm going to do a bunch of level 4 upgrades. Upgrade 12 artifacts level 4 or higher. And whenever I'm doing these upgrades, there's a few key things I'm going to be looking for. First off, I'm going to be upgrading my lifesteal pieces, all these to level 4, which they already are level 4, so I can't do that. Right? So whenever I get that new one, if I haven't completed that quest by the time my new first 7 day login rewards or whatever are done, then I'll upgrade that. Now, the arena did reset. Now, I didn't push in the arena at all, but I did get some gear from Bronze 1 or whatever it was. I'm going to probably sell this piece of gear and this as well. Like, I don't really want either one of those, honestly. I mean, this is decent because it's got speed on it. But as far as like actually using it, probably not. When it comes to upgrading my gear, I'm going to upgrade the purple pieces. Definitely. I'm going to upgrade this to level 4. I'm going to upgrade this to level 4. I don't really have any other pieces that really stand out. Obviously, you can go in here and just upgrade some like real cheap pieces. If you don't have any pieces that really stand out and you just really want to upgrade something, I would just go in here and upgrade a 1-star piece, because the 1-star pieces are the cheapest to upgrade, I believe. Let's see, 120 silver, whereas a 3-star piece is 270. So it is cheaper. It's only 4 upgrades, not very much. Not very difficult at all. But when it comes to bottom row pieces of gear, if you want to actually upgrade something worth the time, what I would be looking for is 3-star pieces of gear, speed, main stat boots, crit rate, main stat gloves. Those are the 2 that's really good. Other thing is I could also go in here and clear out this and see if I got some good pieces from here, because I'll go ahead and just upgrade the other stuff. I'm not gonna worry about that. But what I'm gonna do between this part and the next part is go ahead and upgrade those pieces of gear. I'm gonna go ahead and do all this in the Sewers of Arnok, stuff we've already done. I'm gonna try to get through, what is the next campaign stage? Durham Forest? Yeah, Durham Forest, okay. So I'm gonna work up until, if I can find the right place to click, I'm gonna work up to here, stage 4 of Durham Forest, and I'll probably even take Kale through Durham Forest. If at any point Kale is not able to solo everything with his gear, with him exactly how he is right now, then I'll just add it into a video. But if I can complete everything there, I will just move through this part until I get to something that's maybe a little bit confusing, and we'll pick up the next part of the video there, guys. So that's the plans for the next little bit of time. I'm gonna try to burn my energy down. The same thing goes if I make it through this campaign stage and I end up having to farm certain stages for certain pieces of gear, I will take Kale through here, as well as some pieces of food, which what is called champions use to level up other champions, rake up other champions down the road. I will bring them alongside after I get my 3 stars during the first run. So with that said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Twitch channel, where currently I stream every day except for Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern time. Also, check out the Discord, guys. We got a lot of players very willing to help in there. Very good community, and it's growing pretty fast. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you have anything specific you want to know about a little bit more in detail, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make a video about that. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you all in the next video.